Cheers to Cuba.
Cuba.
Cheers. Cuba. Fine sailing.
On this episode of We Sail, we arrived into Cuba after a long passage with a few terrifying moments, but have been warmly greeted by the harbor masters at Marina Hemingway. We take a step back in time while cruising around the streets of Old Havana and explore a city that seems to have been trapped in time in many ways. Come with us on this adventure and see the timeless classic style of the 1950s and revel in the heartbeat of Havana. Thank you for watching The Adventures of We, and don't forget to click subscribe.
Wow, it fired up right away this morning. All right, Scooch Pooch, let's do an update. What do we have to update?
It's hot.
It is hot.
Yes.
We're in Cuba.
We made it to Cuba.
We had a 3-day sail.
Yes.
We had a nasty lightning storm that scared the bejesus out of us for 2 hours. We turned around and tried to run away from it because we could see it building. And there was just no avoiding it. So we ended up turning and resuming our path and just trying to punch through it. It was our only move because it was surrounding us.
Yeah, it was terrifying. So scary that I puked.
Yeah, she cried and puked at the same time. And we were motoring through it, but we've got a lightning rod attached to the top of the boat. So to be honest, we had 3 strikes that were within a couple 100 yards or 100 yards maybe. It is amazing that we didn't get struck.
And we've just met so many people recently that have been struck. It's scary.
It was awful,
But
but we made it.
Yeah.
We motored through it. We motored the last 24 hours pretty much because we just had no winds, and we lost our wind gauge. What else?
Oh yeah, we did lose our wind gauge.
Yeah, we had to come the whole way with no wind gauge, which was all right.
But we did
made
fine.
do. Yeah.
We made our own telltales.
Yep.
Figured it out. We made it to Cuba.
Yeah, we're here. We're gonna explore for a couple weeks and see what this place is all about. I feel pretty lucky to be here when not a lot of people get to come here anymore.
Well, we've been greeted very warmly.
Absolutely.
By
Everybody is
so far.
super warm. And the cars, oh my God.
Oh,
the cars are gonna be crazy. So let's go. You guys ready?
We were checked in, tied off on the dock, and ready to see Cuba. There are only a few legal check-in locations on the north coast of Cuba, and Marina Hemingway is the most convenient for visiting Havana. It's a safe location to leave the boat and head out for exploring. Marina Hemingway is recognized as Cuba's leading nautical facility and also is a host to a number of international renowned fishing contests over the years.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cuba.
Cheers to Cuba.
Oh, this is cool.
One of the first places we explored after leaving the Marina Harbor, we came across a uniquely decorated neighborhood called Jaimanitas, or now famously known as Fusterlandia. Once an economically depressed area is now covered in colorful tiles, all mosaic with a combination of Gaudi-esque and Picasso-like inspirations.
His name is, what's his first name? Fuster.
Eh?
Primero nombre de Fuster.
Jose.
Jose Fuster.
Okay.
He's a ceramic artist here in Havana, and he started his own house with ceramic art on it. And then it expanded. As you can see, the whole neighborhood now has his art.
1902. Here is small
Yes.
house, more house.
1992 is when it started.
Okay. It
It
expands.
started.
Wow.
It caught on.
Yes.
Okay.
Jose Rodriguez Fuster is a Cuban native artist specializing in ceramics, painting, drawing, and graphic design. He contributed over 10 years of work rebuilding and decorating the fishing town on the outskirts of Havana, where he lives. Hamanitas is now a unique work of art where Fuster has decorated over 80 houses with ornate murals to suit the personality of his neighbors. The rest of the afternoon we spent wandering the streets of Havana, stopping every now and then to sit and enjoy a cold refreshment in a nearby bodega and watch the beat of the city's pulse.
Ay, candela, candela, candela me quemo,
Havana, the capital city of Cuba, is known for a communist rule running deep with a historical past, struggling economy, and of course the ageless 1950s classic cars.
ay, candela, candela, candela me quemo,
Ay, candela, candela, candela me quemo,
ay, candela, candela, candela me
Oye,
quemo,
Papinorama y su compañero, necesito que me apaguen el fuego.
In Cuba, Ernest Hemingway was a big deal. He was here for, made a huge impact. Yeah, they loved him. He loved Cuba, and this is his hotel, right?
I believe
This is like where he stayed. He did a lot of his writing here. So we're gonna ride this old ancient elevator up to where he did a lot of his writing. So here we go.
In old Havana, rumba riffs through the quaint cobblestone square. Vintage cars ply the streets, and historic forts and museums are beautifully restored as architectural gems, sharing a story that shaped the grand city. This place is best explored by foot and resonant with the sensory treat.
me quemo, me quemo, me quemo,
The historic heart of Cuba's capital city and the largest colonial center in Latin America is full of color and personality. Plaza de la Cathedral is the place many people choose to visit first in Havana. With its crowning glory, the elegant Cathedral de San Cristobal has become a symbol of La Habana Vieja. Most of the buildings surrounding the square, including the cathedral, date back to the 18th century.
me quemo, me quemo, me quemo, me quemo.
We were quickly enamored with Cuba and found it to be the most different of any Caribbean island we had ever visited. We seemingly slipped back to a bygone era every time we stepped inside a different car, and we were relieved to get any breeze from the heat of Havana.
Well, we have some work to do in Cuba still, even though we got so much done in Florida, but we have the main to fix. What else are we doing, honey? Can't remember. I gotta go up the mast. We lost our wind speed indicator, but we also ripped the main just a little bit, but it's got to get taken down and have some repairs done in a couple weak spots that are wearing. Luckily, this is this calm anchorage here that we can get up the mast easily. Marina. Jacques always cleaning up, being a good guy. Not too shabby.
The best part about having my dad back on the boat is that he's always good company. That, and we can put him straight to work. Great job, Daddy-o.
What a beauty.
What a beauty. Well done, Jacques.
Good strokes.
I did it again.
You did. You have to do everything around here.
Yeah.
What? That table looks phenomenal.
Thanks, Daddy-o.
Yeah.
Oh, you did so good, man.
Looks amazing.
Something about this light right now, honey. You look amazing. Wow.
We visited the heart of Havana a few more times, touring the old sites, shopping, sipping on daiquiris, and listening to street performances of Cuban classics, all before leaving the harbor of Marina Hemingway. The summer heat was beating down on us, and with zero coastal breeze to keep us cool, once again we needed to continue our journey south in search of safer cruising grounds for hurricane season.
Alright, well, last day in Havana. Yeah, so we're gonna go out tonight and do some dancing and just see what the night has to offer.
We're gonna drink something?
Yes, I hope so. So apparently this was built by the Cubans directly in front of the US Embassy to be able to hide the embassy when they had rallies right here. They would raise hundreds of flags on this purposely to hide the embassy. It's funny. Can you do 3?
Sobre espacio ahí, digamos estamos aquí también.
Beautiful.
Join us next episode. We check out of Cuba and cross over the Gulf Stream to Mexico. Sail into a feeding frenzy of tuna and dolphin and sink back into our favorite coastal vibes of the Yucatan Peninsula. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. It's very important to know what is inside my purse.
And what to bring to Cuba.
What to bring to Cuba. It's heavy, but we've got our cameras, a fan, the sunglasses, my phone. I forgot the hat today, but I did bring the toilet paper because many bathrooms don't have toilet paper. I would have brought the toilet seat from the boat because many toilets don't have toilet seats either, but there's no room.
Cuba does not invest in toilet paper or toilet seats. You gotta bring your own.
Oh,
you look like Vin Diesel.
Or Pitbull.
Yeah.
On people.
Pitbull. You look like Pitbull.
I my friends says, you people.
Yeah, you look like it.